everybody, welcome to Thursday. Yes, it is Thursday, April the 25th. All day long, it will be the 25th of April. Yeah, we only have a few days left of April, can't believe it, and cruising into May and June, and I can't believe summer's almost already here. I'm really excited about it because I love summertime. But enough of that, let's get into the headlines, shall we? Starting with Harrison Ford returns for Indiana Jones 6 in new trailer Inside the Magic. I have not seen the trailer. I'm not sure about this. Could be a hoax. I do believe that if Harrison Ford could come back, he would come back. It's totally possible. We'll see what happens. Although I really think they're going to toss the baton here pretty soon to a new individual playing Indiana Jones. But who knows? We'll see. Fun movies anyway. Next up, 13 tips you need when roasting tofu, according to a professional chef. Don't roast tofu. Don't eat tofu were the first two on the list. Everything else was throw in the can, don't buy it, various other things that all involve not eating tofu. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tofu. If you like tofu, great, no harm, no foul. But I'm not a fan. It's kind of weird. Actually, I should take that back. Miso soup. Miso soup at many restaurants has a little bit of tofu in it. As long as the chunks aren't huge, I'm good. I'll eat the little chunks. The big chunks, I'll avoid them at all cost. Next up, this one's cool. Metallica's James Hetfield tattoos ashes of late Motorhead singer Lemmy on his middle finger. There's nothing more heavy metal or rock and roll than taking a dead guy's ashes and tattooing them into your finger. That's it. I mean, who thinks of that other than someone that's really into heavy metal or rock and roll, or the cold, maybe. But yeah, Metallica's James Hetfield, huge fan of Lemmy from Motorhead. They've played gigs together and whatnot, but yeah, that's pretty dang heavy metal and rock and roll right there. Okay, so before we get started with what we got going, I do have a cool announcement for you guys. May the 4th is coming up. It is next weekend, May the 4th. It's Saturday. Is May the 4th be with you? So, of course, they got to do Star Wars stuff around here. George Lucas, home of George Lucas, and all that. Very cool, though. The State Theater this weekend, not the weekend of May the 4th, this weekend, starting tomorrow, Friday the 26th, Saturday the 27th, and Sunday the 28th, the State Theater is going to be showing the original trilogy, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. There's various screenings, so you can watch them. You can go watch one, go watch the next, go watch the third one, right? Tickets are about $10 to $15 per person. The State Theater is great. If you have not been there, I totally recommend this place. It's really cool on the inside. It's a movie theater and like an amphitheater type, not an amphitheater, but it's a theater type place like the Gallo Center where bands perform, speakers do things, comedy shows, whatnot. They have a stage they can do that. But then it's a movie theater as well. They have a really cool old concession like lobby area. They do really good popcorn. I am a fan of their popcorn. They do it really good. They have great sodas and drinks and stuff like that. Totally different experience than going to like Brandon Theater, nothing like that. Nothing wrong with those places, but this is a cool experience. And when you're watching the old school shows, going to an old school theater, pretty darn cool in my opinion. All right, now we can get into Thursday, what's going on. Starting with Ray having food thrown at him while he's snacking around the world, right here.
This week we have, it's called, if I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry, it's called Pushu Pushu, grilled chicken flavored noodle snack. Okay? I don't normally eat this kind of stuff. I thought you're supposed to put hot water on this, like a packet of like ramen noodles, but apparently I was told you eat this dry? Are you sure you eat this dry? Yes. It sounds like you just want me to like vomit on here.
That would also be funny.
They really eat this raw?
I told you.
Dry ramen. Dry ramen, you guys. Here we go, you guys. Dry chicken flavored noodle snack. All right. I'm sorry, it just tastes like cardboard to me.
You taste like cardboard.
Apparently, she forgot to put the flavor in. It's good. It's just a little bit spicy, but it's actually good. It's not gonna burn your mouth. Earlier, I didn't know that you're supposed to put the seasoning on it, so I tried it dry. Didn't like it. With the seasoning, comes with a little packet seasoning. I guess it's all right. I'm not crazy about it. Peace.
All right, Pusha. I don't know exactly. My wife goes to an Asian market in Stockton and Oakland that sells a specific type of ramen that you can cook this way. It comes with 3 spice packets. One is regular, one is hot, and one is burn your eyeballs out. That's how hot it is. So not only burn your mouth, it'll burn all the way up to your eyeballs and burn them right out. And she buys it for the purpose simply of doing this, cracking that bag open, putting the sprinkles in there, and then eating it. Now, the noodles are actually pre-seasoned, so you could just eat the noodles by themselves. But apparently this was not that great of an experience for Alana and Ray. But hey, you gotta try new things, like we said yesterday. All right, very good. Moving right along. Austin is back with doing a movie review. We're doing them on Thursdays now because we just stacked so much movie stuff on Fridays. We needed to do some more movie talk because who can't talk enough about movies? So here's Austin with his movie review for the week.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another one of my Thursday reviews here on this show. And today, I'm going to be talking about a little thriller called No Way Out from 1987, starring Kevin Costner, Sean Young, Will Patton, and Gene Hackman. Now, the plot of the thriller goes a little like this. The plot centers on Tom Farrell, an agent, or I forget what he is. I think he's I don't know. Basically, he's this dude with the government, and he ends up having a fling with this one lady who turns out to be a mistress for a rather big figure. And when said lady ends up getting whacked, or by accident mostly, essentially what happens is basically he's trying to cover his own butt because there's some things going on that point to him being the one that orchestrated it, and from there the mystery begins. No Way Out is a really good movie because it's a really riveting thriller that keeps you enticed to see just where it goes and what's going to happen next. And it all really comes down to the performances because you got Kevin Costner, who is really charming and cool as Farrell, who really is who initially when you see him, he's essentially this government guy who ends up involved in some crazy shenanigans, and at first he's seen as a hero, and you really are hoping for a good outcome because you don't want to see him pretty much get exposed as the wrong guy because, well, he didn't do anything wrong. All he did was just have a little fling with the dude's mistress. And there's also great performances courtesy of Sean Young as the ill-fated mistress known as Susan Atwell. You have Gene Hackman as I think it's the governor or something, David Bryce. And you also have Will Patton as this very interesting character. I forget his name, but yeah, but almost the cast get great performances here, and keep on the lookout for the late Fred Dalton Thompson as one character that shows up in the film. You also have a pretty good score courtesy of Maurice Jarre, very electronical almost, and it's got great cinematography, and there's a plot twist that you will not see coming. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's quite a twist. So yeah, go check out No Way Out. You could probably find it on some streaming service. There's a DVD probably available for it. Go check out No Way Out.
All right, very good. Happy to have Austin back doing a movie review. You can check out his YouTube channel. He does a really good job always reviewing movies and going deep dives into what's going on in those movies and who's in them, what was happening around the filming and whatnot. So really gets into the stories and everything that's happening with those movies. So good job. Nice to have you back. Austin, next up, reactions with...
No. What? I don't think so. Oh no! We eat what?
Woo! Right here. That's woo. We eat what?
Oh my goodness, we're still trying to get over 18 months worth of stewed fish. But anyway, I got another one for you for today. I can't even pronounce them anymore. They have acronyms. I hate an acronym. I tell you all the time, if you don't know what an acronym is, it's just the initials, the abbreviated initials of something. But in this case, I'd rather use the acronyms because I can't pronounce these words. And usually they always say if you can't pronounce it, you shouldn't have it in your food anyway, you know, but here we go. It's BHA and BHT. Like I said, I wrote it down, I really did. It's so bad I can't pronounce them. Betulated hydroxynosol and biulated hydronoxylen, maybe? Something, I don't know. Anyway, it's a preservative. They're preservatives. You know, it's to help keep things longer. After 18 months of fish, and they don't have any of that in there, I don't know, but it is. It's in our food. It's in everything from potato chips to, you know, those long-lasting shelf things. Probably in those darn Twinkies that last forever. I don't know. But we're the one and only, mostly one and only country that doesn't ban this. All the other countries don't want it in their food. Tells me there's something wrong with us. We like to keep our food on the shelf way too long. But it's also in some of our beauty products too, because they stay on a shelf very long too. So it causes, it's linked to causing different cancers and immunoblocking agents for bloodborne this and that. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's in my face cream, I'm gonna slather it on, and I'm gonna eat me some potato chips. Just get as much as I can of it, right? But yeah, so these things that we can't pronounce are preserving our food, and then in that little thing down there, it's gonna tell you, only the United States does it. Oh, and by the way, probably gonna give you some kind of weird disease in the long run. I don't know, but I think I might try to stay away from the BHA, BHT, except I'm gonna have to make my own potato chips. Oh, have a great day, everyone.
We eat what?
Very good. We got to go right from we eat what, where we get kind of disgusted and be like, I don't want to eat stuff anymore, right into Calamity Cooking Workshop.
Well, welcome to another episode of Calamity Cooking. I am your host today, Veronica. My co-host, Isaiah. And Miguel back there. So right now we are going to be doing stir-fry noodles. And we are going to be using these stir-fry rice noodles. We are going to boil them for 4 to 6 minutes. We have the chicken cooking and browning right now that we are going to be putting in as well. We went with an easy option today because we are going to use frozen vegetables. You can also use fresh vegetables in this if you choose to, but we're going to go with this. It's a quick and easier way, and we're using this stir-fry sauce. You can also make your own stir-fry sauce if you want. It's up to you, but we took the easy out and we're going to do this.
Wait for the water to boil so we can cook our noodles.
Stir-fry is a cooking technique that originated in China at least 1,500 years ago, if not earlier, and from there was adapted by other groups throughout East Asia.
Now we put the noodles in the boiling water. now we chop the chicken up. Alright, noodles are ready to go. Awesome.
So the same pan that we used to cook the chicken, and I'm gonna leave the oil that we cooked the chicken in to give it an additional flavor.
Okay. Alright, now we put the noodles in the pan. And we're letting them cook in that chicken grease.
Yes, in the chicken grease.
And this thing it's cooking in, it's called a wok?
A wok.
Not a talk,
A wok.
a wok. Anna's practicing for her job at Panda Express. She's doing great. And this is the chicken that we're gonna add back in later. Okay, now we're adding some soy sauce. Gotta have that soy sauce. How do you know that it's time to put the chicken back in?
I'm waiting for the veggies to warm up a little bit, and then we'll add everything. We'll put the stir fry sauce in with the chicken, and then we can incorporate it and let it kind of mesh together and let the flavors infuse.
Chicken goes in, or goes back in, I should say.
There's another pair of tongs if you want to try them.
Now the stir fry sauce goes in. So cook about 5 minutes, taste it, make sure everything's cooked. And then we chop up some green onions to kind of put on top of it right before we serve it, right?
Yes. It's a great ball.
All right, Anna's going for the first bite. All right, we got the head nod from Anna. That means it's good. All right, the chef approves. Yeah?
Yeah. It's good.
Is it or
I give it like 10 out of 10.
What do you think, bud? Is it good? All right, okay.
What is room?
Chicken stir-fried noodles, and I didn't even get to try them, and then Alana was complaining that she didn't get to try them either. Oh, we're gonna have to work this out. There's gotta be like a plate set aside just for, just for me.
What?
Alana's right across the hall. There's no excuse. Alana could have walked right across the hall. I'm on the other side of the building, everybody. This is impossible sometimes to walk. Yeah, so anyway, it looked really good. Nice job. I know they're kicking butt. We're gonna get some more of those cookies they made last week. So yeah, woo! There we go. All right, moving on to our question of the day.
What's the best concert you've been to?
Best concert it has to be Carrie Underwood.
The only concert that I've been to is Drake, Three Amigos, Roy Woods with All About. It was super cool. It was fun.
Okay, wait. So you seen Drake, Three Amigos, and Roy Woods?
Yeah.
All in the same concert, or are they different?
On the same concert.
So
But
that was like best one?
Drake.
Ooh, best concert I've ever been to. This is a tough one. I've actually been to quite a few really good concerts. Elton John has to be way up there. Not because he's Elton John, because that was a really good concert. Like he just amazing. His ability to still sing and play as long as he did and what he did, and he's laying under the piano and playing with his fingers and stuff, and it was really good. All right, very long answer to a really cool question. Next up, did you know was Zach?
Did you know the fastest reptile is a sea turtle? Sea turtles can swim fast as 35 miles per hour.
Very cool, interesting stuff. All right, it is Thursday, April 25th. Tomorrow is Friday, April 26th. Don't forget about the Star Wars movies at the State Theater. Gotta check those out. But tomorrow we're gonna have a guest host for you guys. Yeah, I might be out of a job after this guy takes over. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, Friday, on the morning routine. Take care, everybody.